Talk is back on G&T Sports Talk. Got a lot to talk about, especially since it's March. And you know what that means?
March Madness!
Yep, it's about to come as soon as possible.
I
cannot wait.
On.
I'm repping my team, Duke. I'm riding them all day. This Sheldon Williams jersey.
So I'm rocking Duke. I want that good mojo. I want to get Zion. So I also want Duke to win it all. Probably pick them, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let's go Duke, baby. Riding with the Blue Devils this year.
Hey, we Cameron crazies.
Yeah.
So, Duke has had some ups and downs in the past few weeks, especially since Zion got injured. But it was only a knee sprain. He'll be back, and in the tournament, I know he's going to wreak havoc.
Yeah, Zion's going to be that dude, hopefully.
Yes, he is.
So, Zion's missed, 3 games now, I want to say?
3 games.
You guys have gone 2-1 with that? Well, the one you guys left, he obviously lost.
No.
So are you counting the one he got left?
We lost to Virginia.
You lost to Virginia Tech without him. You beat Miami.
We blow out Miami.
You killed them yesterday by 87-57. RJ at 19-10. Cam Reddish at 19, 7-4, 7 boards, 4 assists. So those two are doing well without Zion in there. But so have you guys? I'm trying to think. So he got injured. Well, let's check your games. So he got injured versus North Carolina. Obviously, you lost that game, and then like you had said, they lost against Virginia Tech without him. Mm-hmm. So let's see what else has happened. If that's it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys. You're 2-2 without him, which is okay. It's respectable.
It's all right.
And you guys will easily beat Wake Forest without him, even if he doesn't come back for that. What I'm hoping, and I think everyone is hoping for, and all Duke fans, is that Zion comes back on the 9th for North Carolina next Saturday. That's what I think you're hoping. Is that what you think's going to happen?
Yes, yeah.
Because they probably want to get him ready for the ACC tournament and everything, and obviously you guys want to beat UNC always, and especially since they beat you the first time. So hopefully Zion comes back for that. Let him rest against Wake. You don't need him. So and you guys play Wake on Tuesday, so that's an extra 5 days if you don't use him against Wake. So at that point, I think he should be good. I saw he was making progress. He was running. I saw Coach K had said that. They didn't put a timetable on it, but hopefully next Saturday. So Duke is still a frontline one in the tournament. Those 2 losses don't change that. And they also said the committee won't even evaluate you guys the games that Zion wasn't playing. So that just solidifies your case for one even more.
Exactly.
You guys are probably the top overall seed, potentially. You're rated 3rd in the country, but regardless of which one you are, you'll be A1 most likely, barring something unforeseen.
Mm-hmm.
Like a loss to Wake Forest or something ridiculous
Not going to happen.
Yeah, it shouldn't happen. So let's go over some more college stuff since we're on the college board here. Yesterday, Tennessee blew out Kentucky 71-52, which was a notable game because it was number 7 versus number 4, and Kentucky got the upper hand. No, Tennessee got the upper hand. I'm sorry.
I was very sure.
They were home, shocked. Tennessee.
I was shocked with that too, but
yeah, they won by
Tennessee.
a lot.
Tennessee is a very good team.
They're going to be on the 2 line, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think they're a 1 seed, but they'll be on the 2 line, maybe pushing for a 1. But I think they're more of an upper 2 probably. So they'll be a team to look for sure. Kentucky will be in that 1 conversation. Rutgers upset Iowa yesterday, 86-72 on the road. So Rutgers is 500. I doubt they're going anywhere, but at least they won yesterday.
Yeah.
So what else is there? Indiana upset Michigan State, 63-62, and on Michigan State's home floor. So Michigan State might be going down the seeding line, maybe more towards the 2 than the 1. So I think that's the notable ones. Oh, actually, no. Nevada got upset as well. They were ranked 12th in the nation. They lost to Utah State 81-76. Nevada's going to be an interesting team come tournament time. I think they're on the 3-4 line. Last year, they made a nice run, I think, to the Elite 8. They won a lot of games last year.
Yeah.
So they're going to be in it again this year. I could see them winning a couple games. We'll see how far they go. And then today for college, UNC actually edged Clemson by 2 points. That was also notable on the road. So they're going to be in that 1-2 conversation as well. It's going to be interesting to see how the brackets turn out. And today is notable because it is 2 weeks from Selection Sunday.
Yep.
The brackets will be revealed. Once again, GT Sports Talk will be running the tournament challenge.
Yes, we're
going to be running $20 brackets, 1 or 2 per entry. Top 3 are going to get paid. So we're going to try to get that going. We'll spread the word about that. And that'll be a fun time. In 2 weeks, everyone get ready. That's when it's all starting. And it's going to be a fun tournament. So I'm looking forward to that. I know you are too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. March Madness is always exciting.
Always exciting, yes.
So, you never know what's going to happen.
No.
A team got to know where it could get you on a bad day and you're out.
Even the 1 seeds can now lose to 16s, as we saw last year. So you got to pay attention to every game now.
So
it's going to be wire-to-wire, fun, exciting, buzzer beaters. Craziness. It's such a great time.
Yes, it is.
It's one of my favorite times. That's why March is really the best month. You get free agency, you get the tournament, you get baseball. It's all great stuff.
Yeah.
So, in terms of basketball talk, now let's talk about my favorite thing, the tank race. Yay! For the Knicks and Zion and Duke and RJ. So, I actually got a fun development for Knicks fans.
Let's hear it.
Bobby's father shared with me that the Suns, Knicks fans, this is great news. If the Suns get the first pick, and they're the only team worse than us, but we have the same odds because bottom 3 is 14%. Anyway, so the Suns apparently want to take RJ Barrett, number 1, which would still let the Knicks get Zion if they pick second, which is one of the best things I've heard in a while. So I hope the Knicks are... So now the Knicks just need to be the second pick and not have the Suns get the 1. And have anyone... No, the Suns need the 1, the Knicks have to be 2. The Knicks are 2... Anyone but the Suns is a problem. So if we're 2, we want the Suns. Okay, enough of that. So here's the tank race. The Suns are in the lead with the worst record, 13-51. But they did beat the Lakers yesterday, which we are going to get into. And things are not going good in Lakerland right now. Let's put it that way.
No, and... In Lakerland, let's just put it that way, it's a clown show out there.
It's not looking good.
The Staples Center used to be a center of excellence. It's a center for...
mediocrity.
No, I'm just going to say, I thought people go there to watch basketball, not Ringley Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus. So,
wow.
And the ringleader is that of LeBron James, who forgive me for saying this, is one of the biggest asshats I've ever seen in my entire life. So... I'm going to say this. I think that LeBron James has done nothing but, make this team worse.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
It's very interesting
a lot of people are going to say, how could I say that about one of the best players ever? But look, this team, since he's gotten there, has done... What's he doing to make them better? He made the the Cavaliers better. He made the Heat better.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anybody. He had Kyrie when he was in Cleveland. Yeah. Last year he had nobody, and that's why they got swept.
Right.
They had nobody, and because
J.R. Smith with that foul shot.
I was going to say DJ. J.R. Smith is one of the biggest idiots I've ever seen.
Yeah, that play is mind-boggling.
So the one thing with L.A. is he thought he was going to go to L.A. and he has Lonzo Ball, he has Ingram, Kuzma. And they also have Rondo too.
Rondo, Tyson Chandler, Bullock now, JaVale McGee,
and literally this team is what?
Mediocre.
And look, my man Stephen A. has said it every week. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, he's calling it.
LeBron James is on the verge of not making the playoffs since the first time he was in the league.
2004 we're talking about. This is craziness that's taking place in LA.
And listen, and yes, he was injured. However, you know what? This team is young, and they got a young core, and they just can't put it together.
No.
And then when LeBron comes back, they're still not doing anything.
Yeah, so here's what's going on with the Lake Show. So... I'm going to try to break this down. It's like a 3-part thing with the Lakers.
Yeah.
There's 3 ways I look at their season. There was when it started, they were the 4th seed in the West. Before Christmas, he gets injured. They do a complete nosedive when he's not playing.
Yes.
They drop from 4 to 10, basically, in a matter of a little more than a month. He missed close to 20 games. I don't know the exact number, but it's not that important right now.
No.
So... Then he comes back, and since he's been back, this is where the issue's been. He's been very mediocre. They haven't really been playing that well. You see them show up sometimes when they lose to garbage teams. Like, they've lost to the Grizzlies, they've lost to the Hawks, and now they've lost to the Suns. Like, these are alarming teams to be losing to. These are teams that are tanking and not even really actively trying to win. And you're losing games to these teams when you're trying to make the playoffs.
Exactly.
So it's not a very good look for the Lakers. And we currently look at this playoff picture. They're 4.5 games out of the 8th spot. They're running out of time to fix this. And it doesn't look like it's getting fixed anytime soon. They've played 63 games. There's 19 games left. So they have like 19 games to make up almost 5 games. It means they're going to have to win almost every game, and the other team's going to have to completely collapse.
Yeah.
Which is the Clippers and the Spurs are tied to the 8th spot right now.
I'm just going to say this. I think the Lakers dug themselves deep into a hole, and I don't think that the Spurs are just too good, and the Clippers are very good as well.
Yeah, so the Clippers still, even without Tobias Harris, have still held on to their spot so far. And the Kings are, looks like 3.5 games out of the spot. So the Lakers also got to battle with the Kings, too.
Yeah.
To get past them a little bit.
So
they're 1.5 behind the Kings. Clippers are 35-29, as the Spurs are. Lakers are 30-33. So you see the disconnect. They've played 64 games, so the Lakers have 1 game in hand. But even if they win, there's still a 4-game deficit.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of work to do, and I'm going to agree with Bobby. They're not going to get it done. Lakers aren't making the playoffs.
I think LeBron James saw
last night solidified that to me. If you lose to the Phoenix Suns, you're going nowhere fast.
Nope. And I think that LeBron James, when he signed with the Lakers, he saw it as, yes, he has a house in L.A.
Business opportunities outside of basketball. Yes. The shop, which we were talking about before with Antonio Brown and all that, he runs that show now. He's looking to set himself up for after basketball, like you said.
I honestly, you know what, I'm not going to say he doesn't care about basketball, but it's pretty obvious.
It doesn't seem like he cares this year. I'll tell you that much.
It seems to me like, he's not going to be playing for... he thought he was going to walk in and make this team go to the finals right away. No, it's not going to work that way.
No, it's not. I'm not sure if he really thought they were going to get past Golden State this year, but I'm thinking he at least thought it was a playoff team that could win a round or two.
I think he's,
at least,
in my opinion, I think he's sitting back thinking he made a mistake. Honestly,
I think he's really upset that no one else has come join him yet. There's no stars. The whole Anthony Davis situation, that's really what screwed the Lakers up. And I said that when it took place, that was just handled so poorly by both sides. The Lakers, they can't, everything gets out. You tried to trade the whole team. Now you're trying to play with them again. No wonder why it's not working. You see the disconnect. Guys are throwing the ball in spots where they aren't even going. It's a mess. The way they're not playing together. No one's buying in. That's what that's how you lose to bad teams like that. Not to mention, I didn't say this, but they lost to the Pelicans without Anthony Davis playing. How do you do that? He's their whole team.
It's truly pathetic, and you know what?
They don't deserve to make the playoffs.
No, they don't. They deserve to be outside. They're outside looking in, and that's where they're going to be when they're
not going to make it. No,
when the playoffs start, they're going to be playing golf, or in LA,
can't believe it.
Or in LA, they're going to be eating avocados and whatever hell they do over there.
Yeah, we still get to enjoy the nice weather, I guess.
So listen, now LeBron, and you're absolutely right. He signed with LA to set himself up after basketball.
Yeah.
Listen, the guy makes $100 million a year from his shoes.
Yeah.
The guy's not worried about money.
No, money has nothing to do with his decisions anymore.
I just don't.
Although he will make more after basketball going to LA, so I guess you could argue it does. But he's not worried about money. He could be a billionaire by the time his life's over.
And the thing is too is he's chased. You know what he wants? He wants to beat Jordan. He wants 7 rings. You're not getting. Hey LeBron, I'm gonna tell you, you're not getting any younger, buddy.
Yeah,
you're 34 years old.
Your clock is. And this is a wasted year.
And here's the thing: you're not Tom Brady. You're not better with age. In my opinion, you're not better with age. I think you.
He is starting to wear down. You see some signs of fatigue. This is also the first time he had a significant injury. So it's
you know what? You
concerning.
gotta give credit where credit's due with that, because a lot of players get injured, and he's been so
took him 14 years to really suffer an injury. Healthy. Actually, 16 years. Holy man, yeah. LeBron, he doesn't even get injured. Wasn't even human. But
honestly,
now you're starting to see some signs of wear and tear. His defense is taking a step back. He's not the same defender anymore.
He's not that fit. And the thing is too is he just tries to bully you when he.
Yeah,
and
he can still ball. I'm not saying he can't play well.
Of course.
Still.
He's the best player in the league.
He's not what he used to be.
But have you noticed ever when he has the ball, he just tries to outmuscle you.
He's not a shooter
and when he meets a guy who's strong and can handle him, he doesn't do well. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, like a Giannis or something maybe.
Who also played well against him?
Kawhi Leonard used to play well against him.
Kevin Durant played him very well.
Up his game. LeBron used to dominate him, but that narrative's definitely changed, as you said. So let's go over what happened in this one. So the Lakers lost 109-118. They traveled to Phoenix. LeBron, he played well, but they didn't win. I mean, 27 points, 9 boards, and 16 assists. So I can't really blame last night's loss on him in any way. And then DeAndre Ayton at 26 and 10, and Booker had 26 as well. So that's how the Suns got it done. But, you know, it's just the Lakers have to be disappointed. You're getting LeBron James and you can't make the playoffs still. And as your point for them not improving, I actually saw a stat.
What's that?
I want to say yesterday or 2 days ago that they have the same record through 62 games, exactly the same this year as last year. 30
really?
and 32.
Really?
Yep, so they've stayed stagnant. I know we got injured, which threw everything off, and the whole trade thing threw everything off. I understand that, but the point is they haven't improved. They're not going to make the playoffs this year. Very disappointing. They couldn't get a second star. No Paul George. No Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the only thing is now, in the summer, do you think they're going to get anyone to come play with LeBron? Do you think they'll complete the Davis trade? Do you think he'll get another star in free agency? How do you see this going? Like, how do they fix the problem? Because it's clear he needs help, and he doesn't have anything close to what he needs right now.
They need to really bring people around him. I think that in free agency, I think they're really going to try to, is AD a free agent?
No, they have to do a trade again because he still has a year left on his deal. So Davis has to get traded in the summer.
So here's the thing. He will get traded
somewhere. It's just a question of where.
And the Lakers are going to have to do everything possible to bring him because that is exactly what LeBron wants. And I think that Magic Johnson is really, who is the general manager and signs the talent.
Yeah.
He is going to have to sit down with LeBron and say, how do you think we fix this?
Who do you want? Who do we get?
But also in the draft, you got to get some more guys too. In my opinion, I think you got to get rid of Lonzo Ball. I really do. I think he's not.
He's another issue, actually.
He's not. I think he's a bust. I'm sorry. I don't think he's that good. I think he's mediocre at best. He's not consistent. He's not what the Lakers were hoping to get at pick 2.
Definitely not. Although the thing is with Ball, they actually have missed him a lot. He hasn't been playing. He's been injured, and I think that's hurting them too because he's not what you want with the second pick, but he's not a bust, complete bust to me. Like, he does a lot of things well on the court. The problem is he's not aggressive and assertive enough. He doesn't really score enough. I mean, he is a point guard, so sometimes point guards don't need to score, but he only averages like 10 points a game. Like, you got to give me like 12 to 15 at least,
It's that
he passes the ball well. He plays good defense, which they value. He's actually their best perimeter defender, so he does provide value to the Lakers, but it's not what they hoped for. It's not the second overall pick. No. It's nothing like that. De'Aaron Fox is way better than him.
Right.
It's just one example of a guy his position who runs circles around him, just like he did in the tournament. But, yeah, so the Lakers, I actually been saying this for a while, and I think you'll agree again. I think I maybe even brought it up on the show before. The Lakers need to go get Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
That's who they really need because they need another solid shooter. They don't have enough shooting. And if you put LeBron James with Bradley Beal, I think that could be a real good combination.
Exactly.
I would give up some of that stuff they were going to give up for Davis. I would call up Washington and be like, hey, you guys could use our help. You're not going anywhere. Your contracts are tied up. They're in 11th. The Wizards are like in 11th place in the East right now. They're completely irrelevant. Like they might as well just hit the reset button at this point.
I agree.
They're not going anywhere fast. So I think the Lakers should make that trade.
Mm-hmm. I really do too. I think that really fits well. It's a very good point that you made. Bradley Beal could really be a nice asset for them.
I think he could really help a lot of the issues they have. But all right? So back to the tank race where it started. The Suns are 13-51. My Knicks are 13-49, so we're a game and a half behind them right now for the worst record. Actually, no, it's a game because we have the same amount of wins. So if we lose today, we're only a half game behind them for the worst record. Then the Cavaliers are 15-48. They're around 2.5 games or so, 2 games ahead of us, which is good for the third worst record. And the Bulls have started to separate themselves, thankfully. They have 5 more wins than us, and they're the 4th worst. So the Knicks are looking solid to at least stay in the bottom 3, which is very important. But the reason I stress the worst record still is because here's how it works. I'm pretty sure you know, but I'll explain to everyone. So the worst record, the worst 3 get the same odds. They all get 14% for the first pick. Mm-hmm. So that's why the bottom 3 is important. But the thing is, if you have the worst record, the worst you can get is the 5th pick.
Right.
If you have the second worst record, the worst you can get is the 6th pick. If you have the third worst, the worst you can get is the 7th pick. which is why I still want us to have the worst record because the Knicks have horrible luck. You never know. And, I want the best pick possible. So there's no reason to win these games at all, really. You're not going anywhere. All it's doing is hurting your potential draft stock. So we have 20 games left. Please just lose. Thank you. I don't care how it gets done. Yesterday, their last game was a great example. They were up by a lot in the fourth quarter, and they lost to the Cavs. It was perfect. I was so happy because the Cavs have distance on us now a little bit. Yeah, this is the stuff we worry about as Knicks fans.
Oh, God.
You know how the Sixers used to trust the process and tank? That's where we are now.
Yeah,
and it worked out well for them, so I'm hoping that we can follow their blueprint and come back to relevancy.
Yeah, maybe you'll see what happens, but you guys are focusing on that first pick. That's what you guys really want.
If we get Zion, then we can attract, hopefully, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, can make that big three and take the NBA by storm once again.
Exactly.
The Garden needs good basketball. It's been way too long. It's really going to be weird because I was thinking in my head before, I probably haven't rooted for the Knicks to win games in 5 to 6 years, probably, because of how bad we've been. So, next year will be cool because, I won't have to root for tanking anymore. Because it always gets to the point where I'm like, all right, we're not going. Might as well start losing these games to get a better draft pick. But they never do that right. Except this year, they're doing better than they ever have before. So I'm hoping they keep it up and that they lose to the Clippers today.
That should be something.
Yeah, so let's go through some other stuff last night. And then we'll do a little preview for today. We'll check out some more standings and we'll be good. So the process actually had a tough loss yesterday without Joel Embiid. They were up at half, but they lost the Warriors 120-117. Durant had 34, 5 and 5 because he's a beast. What else is new? Ben Simmons 25, 15, 11. He's really been playing at a high level, especially without Embiid out there. So it's good to see him do that. And Philly will be fine. It's the Warriors. It's tough to beat them, especially without Embiid. So the Nets took a tough loss yesterday, 88-117 to the Heat. Joe Harris scored 15 for the Nets. Of course, he won the three-point contest. That was big. And the Heat had 25 from Kelly Olynyk, and they won. Then OKC lost to the Spurs, 102-114. Russell had 19 points, 9 boards, 8 assists. LaMarcus Aldridge had 27 and 10. And then one other game I think you would think was notable as well. Bucks and Jazz. The Bucks lose 111-115. But listen to Giannis' stat line right now. 43 points. 14 boards, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. And they still lost with all that because Donovan Mitchell, who we passed on and it still kills me and always will, scored 46 points. And he decided that he was not going to let his team lose last night.
No.
And they didn't. Donovan Mitchell put the team on his back because that's what good players do. They don't average 5 points and miss half the season and not shoot well and not even pass or penetrate or anything that Ntilikina. Yeah, I'm still caught up over that one. Frank's another person that's got to go is Frank. Get him off the Knicks already. He doesn't do anything for us. Just get rid of him, honestly. All he's doing, if he does come back this year, I think they're just sitting him down on purpose, honestly. I don't even think he's that injured.
I agree.
I'd rather see Moutier and Dennis Smith Jr. get those minutes anyway. Honestly, Moutier, I like Dennis Smith more, obviously, but at least Moutier can contribute at times. I want to see Dennis Smith play more. But there's one thing that makes me very excited for the Knicks. How about Mitchell Robinson? You've been seeing what he's been doing lately. He's been turning some heads. He's been playing very well since we acquired DeAndre Jordan. It's been a very nice mentor for him. Robinson had 6 blocks, 5 blocks. He was putting up some double-doubles. Let me see what he did the last game. But Mitch is a very optimistic thing for me. I'm very excited with Mitch. And also Alonzo Trier's been playing better. Kevin Knox has hit a little bit of a wall, but I still think Knox will be fine. I'm not too worried about Knox. So let's check to see what happened when we went against the Cavaliers. See who did what. So we lost 118-125, which was excellent. Dennis Smith at 16 and 8, which was good. It's 8 assists. He's been playing well, like I said. let's see, Mitch. Oh, Mitch had 12 and 7, only 2 blocks. I say only 2 because he's been getting 5 or 6 lately. He actually has 2.3 blocks a game in only 20 minutes, so he's really been blocking shots at a high pace.
Yeah.
He's blocked the most 3-pointers in the league, and he's played under 900 minutes, which is very impressive. He's blocked 13 3-pointers, brother.
Really?
Yeah, Mitch has really been getting. He's active. He's been getting those blocks. The only issue with Mitch, and it still is an issue, is that he fouls too much. But other than that, the guy's a stud. And if you pair him with Zion Williamson, that defense is going to be nasty. It's going to be a fun defense. So I'm actually going to ask you a question about, do you think we should trade, let's say, Mitch, Dennis Roberts, Dennis Smith, and our pick for Anthony Davis? Or do you think we should just keep the pick, work with the core, and get the 2 max players, hopefully?
I think, you know what? You're going to have to...
We have to give up a lot for Davis.
You got to give a lot for Davis, and then you could really, sign him to an extension, but, you don't know if he's going to re-sign with you guys.
No, I think he would. That's not my problem with the thing. I think he would re-sign with us because apparently he did say we're a great franchise and he's interested in playing for us, kinds of. So I think he would stay with us, and I think he would help us get more stars. My problem is that I don't want to trade the core and have no bench and then just have those 3 guys, and then it's not enough assets really.
You know what? That's it depends on if you're in a win now mentality. You guys are building.
We haven't won in a while, so
you know what? I think in a way you can go all in for AD, but other than that, I think you guys should just keep the core and get
because I don't want to trade Zion if we end up getting Zion.
And get the 2 max, and then you could get Zion. So, it will all work out for you guys.
Yes, I think next year we could be back, hopefully. So let's go over some stuff that's going on today. We'll look at some standings. So, did you see that game, the Bulls and Hawks the other night? It was 4 overtimes, man. I was happy because the Bulls won. Zach LaVine at 47, Trae Young at 49. Those 2 were going back and forth with each other. And that was really exciting to watch. And then, like I said, the Knicks are playing the Clippers at 3:30. Hopefully we lose. Let's go Clips. Another notable game. Rockets and Celtics. And the Celtics have been struggling. They play at 3:30. Both teams need it. They're both in the middle of their conferences. And then the Blazers and Hornets are playing right now, actually. Let's get a little update here, even though the game will be over by the time this releases. But 50-42 Hornets right now in the second quarter. And now I'm just going to take a look at the standings. We'll talk about maybe some early playoff predictions if you want to get into that. So in the East, the Bucks have been killing it. They're first at 48-15. The Raptors are 2 games behind them in the 2 spot. Indiana still holding on to that 3 spot. As I say still holding on because they're not going to stay there. I'm still saying they're going to slide. They've played admirably without Oladipo, but it's not going to last. I feel like their time's coming to go down the standings because Philly's right behind them, a half game behind them, and Boston is 2.5 behind them at 38-25. And they need to wake up to get their seed right for the playoffs. They do not want to be the 5th seed. That would be a nightmare for them. Either does Philly, so I think the Pacers will drop down. The Nets, your Nets are starting to struggle a little bit. 32-32, looks like 500. And then the Pistons are tied with them. Actually, no, 32-33. Pistons are 30-31, and you guys are tied at that 6-7 area. The Magic have been playing hot. Have been hot lately, despite losing to us. 30-34 in the 8th spot. 18. They're a game and a half behind you guys, and then the Hornets are tied with the Magic. Actually, similar record, and the Heat are a game behind that. So that's how the East is looking.
Right
in the East. So I think that you're going to see, I'm going to say Raptors and Philly in the conference finals.
Okay.
Well, let's see how this will match up. I'm going to say Bucks get the 1st seed. They hold on. Raptors get the 2. Philly is 3. Celtics are 4 in this scenario. So it will be Celtics, Bucks, Raptors, Philly, actually. So I have to redo that scenario. So, So maybe Bucks, Philly instead.
Bucks, Philly. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, no. I'm still messing this up. Jeez. Wait, hold on. Okay, so if Philly's 3, Bucks are 1. Yes, that's how it could go. Okay, so Bucks, Sixers go to the finals in the East.
Okay.
That's my bold prediction in the East, but maybe not that bold. So, West, here we go. Dubs are in first, obviously, because why wouldn't they be? Although the Nuggets are still playing well, challenging them, only 1.5 games behind them, so they're in the conversation to maybe take that 1 seed. I doubt it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Then OKC and Portland are tied in the 3 spot right now, so Portland's making a push. The Rockets are also 1 game behind them in the 5. Utah's 2 games behind them in the 6, so it's getting very crowded in that middle area. Spurs and Clippers, like I already said, and we already talked about the bottom of the West. So,
right.
So in the West, I'm gonna say, Dubs get the 1st seed.
Of course, yep, I agree.
Nuggets will get the 2 seed. They've been playing well. The 3 seed's really up in the air, but I'm gonna go out on the limb and say the Rockets get it together and they pick up that 3 seed.
I think the Rockets get it together too. They're gonna get hot at the right time.
Yes, they're starting to play a little better. Everyone's healthy now. They had a lot of injury issues. Although actually, I'm not even sure if Capella's playing for them, but regardless, they'll get it going. So Rockets, I think, will be 3. I think OKC will be the 4.
Yeah.
Portland in the 5, Utah 6, and then Spurs 7, Clippers or Kings 8, but I'll say Clippers hold the spot. So in this scenario, Warriors obviously are going to the finals because no one's going to beat them. No. So who's going to play them would be the question, I guess. And I'm going to say the Rockets because it will be Nuggets-Rockets in the conference final potentially.
Right.
And actually conference semifinal, and then the Rockets can beat the Nuggets, I think, and you can be looking at Warriors, Rockets,
and the
Bucks, Sixers. Warriors beat the Sixers.
You think the Warriors are going to beat the Sixers in the championship?
Of course they are.
Okay.
Well, how do you see this going?
Well, I'm going to agree with you. I wish I could talk about the Celtics and say they were going to be up there, but I don't think they are.
Oh, so you don't think they are anymore? You're starting to lose faith in the Green?
Well, it's a lot of dysfunction there. That's the
Kyrie Irving's causing some issues. I don't think he fits them that well. He's going to be gone. There's no way he's going back.
No. So, with that, I think, you know what? I'm going to have to agree with you. You know what? I'm going to go with you.
Oh, you like the Sixers for Warriors call?
Yeah. I think that the Warriors. I think the Warriors sweep them.
I'll give the Sixers a game. I was gonna say like 5 games. I'll give them 1 just for fun. But they could sweep.
The Warriors win another title.
Yeah, that's the moral of the story. Sadly,
continuing the basketball dynasty.
That's why Durant's got to go. They got to break it up so we can talk about something different. Hopefully next year.
No, we'll see.
But
we will definitely see what happens with that.
Yeah. So I think that's all we have time for today. Remember, March Madness is coming in 2 weeks. We'll have all the bracket information. Follow us at GT Sports Talk. Subscribe to us on the YouTube channel. Also, I'll say again, as always, the sponsor will be great. Always helps the cause, and maybe we could figure something out. That'd be huge. So, you know where we're at. I'm Julian Gallardi.
I'm Bobby Thompson.
And we'll see you guys soon.